Hi, I'm Sasha.
Hi, I'm Scally.
And this is Mess Magnets. And we're back, baby. I am back. I can't believe it. I feel like it's been 17 years since I've been on like the proper Mess Magnets feed. But listen, it's fine. Your girl had to end up in freaking India. Okay. I had to go to a bunch of weddings. It was terrible, but it's fine. It's fine. I made it. It was not as bad as I thought, but still, y'all. Okay, I'm ready for the amazing race. I'll tell you that part. But of course, listen, Kirsten needed a well deserved break after all of that grinding. So I'm here with, of course, Scally. Listen, this is not Scally's first time, but this is Scally's first time solo on the
It's
pod.
true.
So welcome, Scally. Thank you so much for being here.
Please, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Look, Kirsten's loss is my gain. I'm here. She gets the break, but I feel like I'm the real winner. I'm excited to talk
Period.
about the gossip. Usually I like it DM to me, but this is even better.
Yeah. Listen, because I said, okay, Kirsten's gone. So who do we bring in? And I said, yes, the Love Island king, because she's the
Mm.
Love Island queen. Okay. So Scally, of course, covers Love Island over on RHAP. He is over on the Free Agents podcast. Or is that what you're still called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, why did I just like in my mind because I like go to you for the
Do it all the
challenge
time.
stuff. Yeah, so I'm like, wait. But yes, he's over at the free agents with Matt Lagori and listen, so much more. Okay, Scally is literally everywhere. We love him. And I'm grateful. So, for the folks that maybe don't remember for some reason, Scandival, which is the
Oh my
episode you were
God.
on.
It's been a little while.
I know. Could you like tell us, your like, a relationship with pop culture, with gossip, whatever, all of it?
Look, I love pop culture. I love gossip. Give me both. I
Yes.
feel like I have been a pop culture kid for forever. Been watching all of the networks, all of the gossip accounts for a very long time. I'm watching the reality shows, the celeb reality shows. I feel like from a very young age, this has always clicked. And so, whether it be reading about, watching, whatever. I have always been invested, and I love that you two are here to keep me up to date.
Yeah, listen, we try, okay? We try. But it's just like I said, I just knew that like because Scally is always in the know about everything. So this time I curated a few things that I knew that like he is like in the know on, but also I wanted to surprise him with a few things. So I'm excited to get into this one. But of course, before we get in, make sure you are checking out us on YouTube. Listen, we got ready for you, okay? So if you aren't already watching or listening to us over on the Mess Magnets feed, go to mess.magnets on YouTube. And if you want to like help us out, support the pod, we're on our own now. We're grown-ups. We're 18. So we do have our own Patreon on Mess Magnets. So check that out. We already have 2 patron episodes out. We did a Ginny and Georgia recap and we did a BB cast assessment as well. So it's everything controversial that we just need to paywall. So check all of that out. And we're here. And of course, we need your anonymous. All right. That is the bread and butter of this podcast. So if you have any mess, if you have anything, just go to tinyurl.com/messmagnets. It's easy. Let's make it happen. All right. Submit it. Thank you. And with that, Scally, I feel like, oh my gosh, this one just like rattled me because Pete Davidson is having a baby.
I can't believe it. And yet I also can't believe it hasn't happened kind of at the same
Yes.
time. Someone who is so publicly connected to so many people at different
Mhm.
times. This is shocking while not at the same time.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt, where I was like, "Oh my god." He's like, because in my mind, he's like the Peter Pan that's like never gonna grow up. He's just always like acting a fool. But then this is also the same man that got Kim Kardashian's kids' names tattooed on him.
Yeah, well, temporarily at least,
Yeah,
because those are
fair.
in the process. That's a whole I felt like he's going through this big life change. He's getting all of the
Yes.
tattoos removed. He has
Mhm.
been seemingly trying to get sober. So I think with Pete Davidson, he's been all over touring nonstop as well.
Yes.
So now to find out he's going to be a father, I feel like surprised, but at the same time, I think he's going to be really excited.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. So, like, he is dating, Elise Hewitt, and they, like, have been linked together. She's a model, and they've been linked together, like, since March, but now she, like, posted saying, "Oh, everyone knows we've been having sex now."
Mm.
And it's like, yeah, what else does Pete Davidson do?
I didn't think you were having insightful conversations.
I like, please. And it's so funny because obviously, like, they've been talking about, oh, they've been sharing this privately, right? The basic PR responses. He's so excited. He's always wanted to be a dad, which, like, here's my I don't know if conspiracy is the right word, but like you were saying, I think he'd be a good dad. I wonder if, like, he's just been bopping, right? From, like, woman to woman because he just doesn't have, like, anything to anchor him. And does that change
Yeah.
now?
I wonder, I feel like he talks about his parents so much in stand up.
Yes.
Obviously, having lost his dad at a super young age,
Mhm.
he still talks about him and like how much he, loved and respect him so much
Yeah.
that I did always think that he would probably want children at some point. But I don't know. It's just still is so wild for it to come out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, a 1,000,000,000%. It's just and I don't even remember, like, really hearing about these 2 dating like that. Like, it was
No.
just like a oh, you know, 'cause it just felt like Pete Davidson always unfortunately is the flavor of the month or has a flavor of the month, however you wanna put it. So, it's so funny. And then this is fun again, this is why this BuzzFeed article says, "Another source echoed," again, their PR person, "that the couple is happy, cannot wait to welcome their new baby. He's more intentional about who he lets into his life now." Like, what?
Okay.
Shut up.
Interesting. I feel like that lines up with stuff, but also I saw him do stand up recently and I was like, I don't know if it all tracks. I feel like
Exactly.
still a little messy sometimes.
Oh my god, and with Elise, it was never about the headlines and the spotlight. Okay, babes. Oh my
Sure.
god,
It's a nice
I'm
consequence.
it's just so funny, like, I can't, and it's just again, like, I'm happy for him, like, this is not shady at all, I just find this to be so funny.
Yeah. I mean, apparently in an interview in 2022, he said like his favorite thing ever, he wants to be a dad. He like having a kid is his dream.
Yeah.
So, you know what? A couple years later, it comes true.
Mhm, that's true, that's true. Again, like, I just see him, like, being a dad, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I feel like he's the dad who's still a kid, so he's gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yep, correct. She's
Yep.
gonna have 2 kids.
Yep. Yep. So hey, it's a good time. For him, it'll be super fun.
Yeah. So it's just again, it's just really funny, and I feel like we've covered him so much on this podcast that what a fun update to cover.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel
Oh my
like
gosh.
Pete Davidson keeps the mess magnets employed. I definitely think he is all over all of the time.
Oh, he's our frequent flyer.
Yep.
100%. All right. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. But yes, now this drama has been all over my Twitter. So I don't know if you've been seeing this, but we need to talk about it. Because again, this is another version of the freaking Meg the Stallion Nicki Minaj, guys. Okay? Because Nicki Minaj is on her rant again. But this time she's talking to SZA, or she's talking about SZA, she's talking at SZA, whatever the F you wanna say, okay? And it's, like, outrageous because I
Ye
don't like, it felt like Nicki was already on, like, a rant, and then SZA, like, tweeted something, and then now it has just gone crazy.
Nicki is always talking at someone at all
Right?
times. It just depends who it is. I feel like this is something I had definitely seen. I do tend to keep the barbs a little bit at an arm's length, just
Yes.
like where I can safely see what's going on, but I'm not necessarily in the line of fire. So
Mhm.
I had definitely seen a little bit of this, but Nicki is going to talk when she wants to talk.
Yeah, and again, like, I just feel like I can never, like, hate Nicki just because of how much I enjoyed her when I was younger, and I just, like, it's just, like, she's Nicki, and she's been such a big presence.
Yeah.
So,
I, I think it
here
is
I
that
am.
person who it's like, there are things that people are side eyeing, but then also
Yeah.
people have a tough time where she is such a personality and almost like a caricature of a person that like
Yes.
attributing everything to that caricature doesn't stick as hard as it does for many
Mhm,
people.
mhm. I big agree with that. So how this really started, this particular strain of this drama is that Nikki and SZA, Nikki just tweeted that she came online and takes a swipe at Top Dog Entertainment president Terrence Henderson, who manages SZA. So, okay. So she just like tweeted about him and, was like that man from TDE who keeps bullying me on Twitter for no reason. We have the receipts, lol. I never even responded to him. What was his name again? Shut
Mm.
up. I'm going to give him a nickname. I'm going to call him minus 30 million from now. Okay. Cool. So this is where like it started. Fine. So then this tweet is published at 2:21 p.m. And an hour later, SZA tweets, Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait. LOL, silly goose.
A very passive response, not at anyone. This could be
Yes.
about anything. It's definitely not related.
Mhm. And then SZA, like, later clarified that it had nothing to do, with Nicki. She was like, "I wasn't even talking about, or to anyone. I had just got off the stage talking about retrograde," is what she said, because SZA's currently touring with
Okay.
Kendrick. Um, but of course, Nicki goes, "Draw on your freckles." Like, and
Mm.
that's been her, like, thing now. So she's been constantly tweeting at SZA, being like, Flecker, oh, you draw on your freckles. You draw on your freckles. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sounding like a freaking dead dog. Blah, blah, blah. And the hashtag she's using is justice for Demery. I don't think I'm saying it
Mm.
right, but her hashtag referred to Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez,
Um,
who Billboard says that Nikki's been repeatedly dragging on Twitter.
Interesting. Interesting
Yeah,
to be dragging and then call for justice for.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like it's so
Oh,
confusing.
no. Okay. It is, I think, Deposition Perez is referring
Yeah.
to the CEO.
Oh,
There we
sorry.
go.
Yes, that's what thank you. So yeah, and we know that like Nicki has like big issues with Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Title, all of that stuff because like she believes that they like cheated her out of money,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But that's like a whole thing. I didn't know. I'm not getting into. And of course, SZA just responds, "I don't give a fuck about none of that weird shit you popping."
Yeah. SZA put 2 arm lengths between her and Nicki. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm not responding to you even. Please.
Oh my god. And then again, there's just been like a barrage of tweets like that I just can't even keep track of. But basically, then like Nikki's like, does SZA think she's more successful than me? Catch up. Every song you've done is vanished, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, SZA is like, I get bullied by millions online every day, then step my ass onto packed stadium where they show me real love in real life. My parents are healthy. I'm the most successful I've ever been. Get some fucking perspective and bark at the wall. So
Yeah.
it's just been like outrageous.
That's the thing. Like, you could not be as big as SZA or Nicki or whatever, and like
Exactly.
let this bother you. Whether, like, regardless if it's coming from one person, from a fan base, from everyone. Like, this, none of this is real.
Yeah, you just gotta, like, hop off the internet, like, when this is
Mhm.
happening to you, I feel. So, there's been the Barbs, again, have been, like, finding a bunch of videos of, like, SZA getting ignored, SZA, like, maybe not looking her best, blah, 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 and, so it's really crazy because there's a video, I guess, allegedly of Rihanna ignoring SZA, and, so Nicki retweets or requote tweets it, saying like these fake girls who talk shit will run you down for a photo because I guess they were like surfaced tweets that, SZA talking about Rihanna, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. It's just like they're constantly saying this. And Nikki's like, I don't even know you. You're like, you're lying about yourself, blah, blah, blah. So then SZA goes, Nikki, you absolutely know my music and what I contribute because you've asked for my features twice to no response. In addition to rapping my lyrics on Feeling Myself, cooking up the bass looking like a kilo, LOL, you're having a moment. I'm not sure why, but be blessed.
Mm,
Yeah,
along with
and then she posts it.
the screenshot of Nicki asking for a SZA feature was, Nicki claimed to have receipts and SZA said, "Me too."
Yep. And I think this is about to become a crazy meme because it says, "Hey, it's Nicki," and then either this is SZA or SZA. I think this is SZA's team because they're talking about SZA in third
Yes.
person. So it says, "Hey, it's Nicki," and then that person goes, "Minaj?" Question mark.
Which, just at that point, I feel like you don't text back. You've lost already.
Yeah. Like, I'm not if someone was, like, saying this to me while I'm asking them to even be on a podcast, I'm not responding.
Like,
To be like,
uh,
"No."
you know or you don't.
Yeah. And she was just like, "Hey, like, it says a recording, like, got this hook she'd, be dope on." So she ends up sending it and allegedly, no, like, response.
Mm,
And
which
that's just crazy.
it's a good final word, I gotta say, where she
Yeah.
basically is like, checks out of the conversation. I'm good. This is
Yes.
where, like, just like last time, I'm ghosting. I have nothing more to say. And so I do feel like it's a good period to put on the end of a sentence.
I know, and Nikki has now been using that as a meme. So she is now constantly posting about about the like, "Hey, it's Nicki Minaj." Like,
That's so funny.
yeah, which is why I think Nikki is so funny. She goes, "Hey, this is Justin Bieber?" Question mark. No, this just in. TD exec allegedly went to the doctor now for his weight loss journey. Blah 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 blah. So
That's so funny.
yep. Hey, it's Tony. The tiger? Question mark. No, Busby Bambolina.
See, that's the thing is I feel like this screenshot, like, could have been it is a good period still, but Nikki is always going to, like, memeify, make a joke out of whatever you sent that, like, "Oh, you think you made me look stupid? Like, I'll make a joke out of it. I don't care."
Yeah, that's why it's so
Yeah.
funny, y'all. And then she's still also going off on, like I said, Rock Nation's and Jay-Z and all this stuff. But what's crazy. Nessa, who is like Colin Kaepernick's wife, but really known for being right the radio show host. I'm
Mhm.
sure like you've seen her in
Yeah.
multiple spots, but so she apparently is claiming that Jay Z and Rock Nation and Desiree Perez are using similar tactics on Nicki Minaj that they once used on Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh.
Because if folks know anything about Colin Kaepernick, or maybe you don't, he's the NFL quarterback, right? That like started the kneeling, and then basically got blackballed. And it's like it's a little bit messy because it's kind of known that like when the NFL brought Jay-Z in, they kinda used Jay-Z as, like, the way to be like, "Oh, look, but we do care about, like,
Mhm.
ending racism, and we care about Black people." So it's just, like, it got very, like, gross and messy, so Nessa, who's, like, a serious, like, journalist, Colin Kaepernick is, like, pretty serious about all this, and basically saying, like, they, like, purposely co-opted Colin's protest by siding with the NFL to help, quote unquote, right, their image after they blackballed Colin.
Oh.
Yeah. And it seems like Rock Nation apparently took 5 million a year over 5 years to bury the growing protest, and specifically to move, quote unquote, "move beyond the controversy" to an unwillingness to sign, because teams are, like, obviously not
Sure,
willing to
sure,
sign
sure.
Kaepernick.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm. So, again, it's just, like, it's getting messy, and I was very surprised that Nessa spoke up.
Yeah, that is interesting to involve yourself here
Mhm.
with, I feel like, very notoriously messy situations.
Exactly. So, it, like, must be some kind of reality, for that to happen, but either way, it's wild.
Mhm.
Ugh,
Oof.
I know,
Oof,
but
oof,
that
oof.
is, like, yeah, your, like, newest Nicki rant.
And you know what? There will be one next week, so if
Yes.
you're waiting, don't worry.
Or if you missed out on this one, don't worry.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
wait, there's more.
Uh,
Okay, and Kirsten sent me this, and I was like, "Scally is coming on the pod."
I'm so excited. You told me specifically don't look anything up, and so
Yes,
I am ready to react because I feel the subject line intrigued me enough.
yes. So, everyone, huh, if you know Meghan Markle, right, said royal, and maybe Stassi from Vanderpump Rules, now The Valley, et cetera, cool. So, Scally, did you know that there is a long-standing controversy or conspiracy rather, I should say, put on your tinfoil hat, that
Okay.
Meghan Markle's child, Lilibet, is actually not Lilibet, but just some but just gets borrowed
Oh.
from Meghan Markle's friend Stassi Schroeder, and is actually Stassi Schroeder's child.
Okay, I'm gonna need to process. I'm going to process this one.
Yes, so it is, like, basically, is it Lilibet or Hartford?
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Is there any
Yep,
reason why okay. First of all, didn't know they were friends. Didn't know they were close
that's what
personal friends.
I said. So I'm
Interesting.
gonna, like, if y'all, like, wanna, check us out on YouTube, so I'm gonna share pictures.
Oh boy.
Because this is, like, nutso. So this is what right, this is, like, the first picture of
Okay.
Lilibet we know of, and this is, from a Reddit thread. So this is the first picture that we know of, and then oh my god, what's crazy is
Interesting.
look at this!
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, and then this is Stassi's baby, Hartford.
Hmm. Interesting.
What do y'all think?
Interesting. I'm gonna need to see some more photos because I'm like, it's also
Yep.
interesting that the Meghan Markle photos are all in black and white, disguising a pretty distinctive hair color that is like strawberry blonde.
Exactly. That's why I think it's so funny.
Interesting. I love a decently harmless conspiracy theory,
Yes.
so it is a more fun one to look in on. So yeah, no, I've never ever heard this. This is so funny.
I'm telling you, it's outrageous.
Interesting. Okay. Has Stassi ever commented?
No.
Interesting, because I
Like,
feel like she
Stassi
comments on everything.
like, she ends up talking about it on a podcast, being like, "That's so
Okay.
silly." And, like,
Hmm.
obviously, it's not true.
I feel like Stassi would usually milk this for more.
I'm telling you, she just, like, went on a podcast, and then there's, like, a bunch
Hmm.
of Daily Mail articles, of course, Megan's biggest
Standard.
haters. Yeah, just talking about, like, just talking about how, like, the woman with Megan is, like, someone else, and, which is why, like, the photographer behind the Sussex family, February 2021 pregnancy announcement, took the images remotely via iPad from London. So, which is why they're saying that,
Interesting.
like, oh, they never, like, confirmed that the baby was there.
And, this would not be the first photo scandal for the royal family.
Exactly.
There's been
Exactly.
quite a bit of like, is someone standing in for someone? So it wouldn't be the first
Yeah.
time.
This is just so funny to me.
Interesting. This is very funny. Have we ever been seen in the same place?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Now they have to, like, post pictures
Yeah. If
of,
they're
like,
such good
both
friends,
of
why aren't they having
them.
play dates?
Oh my god. And I feel like Stassi is, the type of person that would 100%, like you said, milk it, post it
Yep.
all.
Yep. Is she telling stories even? Like, is she attempting?
Oh my, like, all I saw, and now I'm just trying to find that podcast. I when I was looking this up, and obviously I misspelled Stassi, of course, bless my heart. But yeah, she just says like Stassi defends Meghan Markle's new show. Then like they're
Okay.
constantly like talking about all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems
It
like she's
is
talking about
so
everything but this.
it's so random.
Huh. I love this. It's gonna be on my radar for forever now.
I know, I'm telling you, it's just like this is like gonna be my new Roman Empire. 'Cause, like, what? And then
Yeah.
there's, like, videos of, like, 5 years ago, Stassi seeks style inspiration from Meghan Markle on, like, a Vanderpump
Mm,
thing. Yeah.
interesting.
And then, she says that, like, 2 years ago, that she addresses the rumor, obviously, that it's not
Okay.
true, and she's making fun of people here, I found it, yeah, of people that think it's true.
Interesting. At least she's
Yep.
addressed it once. It's better than never.
Exactly.
Okay. That is
I'm
better.
telling you, it's
But
outrageous.
you would think this would be a full podcast discussion, like title of the podcast, you know,
I just feel like I can't believe I haven't heard this before,
right? That's what's surprising me so much
and
is
I
I was
can't
like,
find the podcast anymore. That's why it's
hmm,
weird.
oh, maybe too much was said and they had to remove it.
I don't know, y'all, but this is absurd, and I love it. Like,
I'm
the
very
fact that
glad
a
I did
whole
not look this
kid
up.
doesn't exist is so
Mm.
funny to me.
And either way, it's true or it's not. This is a harmless enough rumor where, like, this is funny.
Yes, exactly. Here's another picture, which I just think is so funny.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, this is just like, what is happening?
And it's such a random pairing. Okay. It's very close. They look very,
Yep.
very similar.
And I feel like it's the eyes
The
feel
eyes.
different.
The eye. You
No,
even
or the nose even. I don't know.
why are we
But I
placing
could
like
see it.
a barrette in the same exact placement on the
Yep.
forehead? Like, hmm. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Just needed to share that. I think that's hilarious.
That is really funny. When they're, just pulling twin pranks later in life, that'll be great for them.
Yes. Parent Trap, or they go on Big Brother for the twin twist.
Exactly.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Perfect. You said you had some like valley drama,
Oh
or
my
the valley,
god.
sorry.
Yeah,
Did you want to share
speaking
it with us a few?
speaking of Vanderpump Rules, these
Yes, please.
people don't go away. They don't go away at
Mhm.
all. As you'll
Yep.
remember, Vanderpump Rules, we had to come on for Scandival
Yep.
because it was the scandal of the century. It was a big issue, and on the show it was a big issue, but it was Ariana didn't really want to film with Tom all that much, pretty
Yeah.
understandably, much to the ire of her friends, Sheena
Mhm.
and Lala, who were constantly frustrated, saying it's Ariana's fault. The show's going to get canceled because there's no storyline and she refuses to film. Well, Sheena released a book recently, Sasha. She will be releasing a book if it's not out already. She's been releasing
Yep.
excerpts in which she's talking about everybody. She's dragging the hell out of Lisa Vanderpump, saying that like she used her for fame and that like she doesn't care about any of them, etc.
Oh my
One of
god.
the other things is Sheena reveals that in fact, while she was here, talking about the scandal, saying how Ariana was not using stuff for TV and that the show was going to get canceled. We found out Sheena was hiding an affair that she knew her husband had had and not putting it on TV.
Oh my god.
Which is so messy because there was, I think, look, in general, if people don't want to expose one part of their life, Brock was also getting a lot, her husband, Brock, was getting
Oh
a
my
lot of
god.
criticism on the show. So
Well, he was, like, annoying, yeah.
he's not the best.
Exactly.
There's lots and lots of issues.
Yes.
But we have Sheena, who the big problem everyone has is that Sheena and Lala were like, you're taking money out of my children's mouth, Ariana, by not getting this filmed. Like, how dare you, like, not be real on camera? And yet we find out Sheena knew her husband had an affair, and Lala, I believe, also knew about it and did not
Yes.
expose it on camera. So, like, why is there this double standard of you get to hide, but your friend's trauma should be out there for everybody?
Rules for thee, but not for me.
So super interesting there. And then otherwise in the world of the Valley, the other big news is, when people exit a Bravo show, they are allowed to announce it however they want. And
Yes.
Jax Taylor has recently confirmed that he will be focusing on his recovery. He spoke with his team, and after a challenging year, they'll be stepping away from season 3 of The Valley and not returning. To which Tamara Judge, formerly of The Traitors, also on Real Housewives, said,
Yep.
so he got fired. So Jax, after a series of extremely bad behavior, is now once again fired from Bravo for the second time.
First of all, the fact that you said only second is crazy.
Right?
He's
This,
diabolical.
a true demon.
Like, I don't oh my god, like, again, I've been watching Vanderpump since season 1, episode 1. I fell off for a while because I was just, like,
Sure.
getting over them. Like, I was like, "Y'all are just too old to be acting like this." But the fact that you just telling me that this is only the second time he's been fired is crazy.
I have watched like so many reality TV shows, The Challenge, The Real World, with so much bad behavior. I watched a very significant portion of the run of Bad Girls Club, and yet Jax is the one who troubles me the most.
Yeah, you said not one lie.
No, he's scary, and that's the thing. Because I mean, even the season opens, and I don't remember if it was just like off camera early into the season or if it had happened right before they started filming. He like had confirmed flipped a table, not necessarily at Brittany, but like it did hit her. So it's
Yep.
like, okay, we have passed a point. It is scary. And even his cast members are saying like, oh, he has gone to rehab twice and
Mhm.
slash like a mental health facility, and he is saying he is a changed person. But you have other cast members being like, he's worse. He is worse. He's scarier than before he went in.
And again, also like Britney girl, why Jax, right? Like that already was crazy. And now the
Yep.
fact that he's just on like causing so much terror over and he just needs to go to like therapy, rehab, like crazy.
Luckily, she has like firmly filed for divorce. She's
Yeah.
walking away. So that is good, at least. I think that I'm curious to see what happens with the Valley. There is like
Mhm.
potentially maybe more firing could happen because I feel like some people are problematic, some people are not so entertaining
Yeah.
anymore. So it's a little all over the place. But luckily, at least Brittany is leaving there. I don't know that Brittany is like the most interesting person on her own anyway,
No, I
but
don't think so.
regardless, away from Jax is always going to be a
Yes.
big, big, big improvement.
Correct. A big, big, big agree with you. Also, what's crazy to me is like how a lot of these people were like unceremonious. Like they are terrible on the Vanderpump Rules,
Yep.
racism,
Yep.
all of this horrible shit, and then they just get like their own show on the
Just
Valley. That's
comes
why I
back.
don't know that I can like personally just get behind the Valley. Like I still watch the clips.
Yep.
I'm like aware of what's going on, but like it just pisses me off.
It totally makes sense. It started as a show where I was like, I'm going to watch the premiere because everyone's going to be talking about it. And then it was
Yes,
like, I hate all of these people. So I am firmly hate
exactly.
watching it. In that whenever I meet someone who watches The Valley, I say, who do you like? And this is a test. And the answer is no one. So
Yeah.
if you don't say
Yep,
no
yep.
one, then we're not watching The Valley the same way.
That part. Oh my gosh, big agree. But yeah, thank you for that update because like
Of
I
course.
this is my favorite part where I just like I don't watch a show, but like I know everything, so I just need to keep updated
Literally.
on what the hell's going on.
Literally just give me the gossip. That's what I need.
Yes. Thank you for doing this big public service announcement here. But yeah, this next thing is just so funny. We're gonna like get close to like our quick bites, not yet, but oh my gosh. This is like made for me. And I did mess up messengers because I didn't ask our friends of the pod and third messenger Lavina and Chappelle to like send me their personal thoughts
Ooh.
on this. But this was like brewing for a while. And I'm talking, of course, about Meg the Stallion or Megan the Stallion. I don't know why I will always call her Meg. I like she's my friend or something. Megan the Stallion and freaking basketball player Klay Thompson have fully outed their relationship. So when I like posted this even a few days ago, I like wrote it in my notes, it was still rumors.
I know. I love a good rumor, but you know what?
Same.
Actually, I'm gonna say having this confirmed better. Because I'm
I
in.
love it because they've been like breadcrumbing knowingly or unknowingly for a while now. Where there was like a moment where Megan posted a picture of herself like on vacation, blah blah blah. I think it was like a promotion for her swimwear brand, and I believe this was while she was in Fiji, like for Love
Ooh,
Island,
okay,
but I'm not
yes.
100%. And then people quickly say, "Who is that in the background?"
Hmm, wait a
Oh,
minute.
baby, I think that's Klay Thompson.
Ooh, I love the detective work. Like, online fans will
Yes.
do it like no other.
And I never, like, catch this stuff, so shout out to people that do catch this shit because it could
Mhm.
never be me. And then what's crazy is, he, like, ends up posting a few, shots with, like, a Black woman not showing her face, but, like, her hands or this or that. So I was like, "Okay." And I was they were holding hands, all this stuff. Okay. But this is what went crazy, and I definitely cannot show this TikTok video on Mess Magnus because I feel like it'll get some kind of weird YouTube strike. But
Probably.
there's this video you can look it up. It's everywhere. It's deleted now, where Megan is sitting in her underwear on this man's lap. Now we know it's Klay Thompson, and he gifted her Labubu's.
You know it's serious when you give the Labubus.
Exactly. And it's, like, multiple boxes, like, of Labubus, and it is a buy me a Labubu so I know it's real, you know what I mean?
Real.
And he's, like, slapping her ass, he's, like, grabbing her thighs, and at one point, Scally, this is total speculation, but, like, y'all can watch the video and let me know, but it feels like I'm watching, like, foreplay. 'Cause,
You
like,
know?
he, like, like, at one point, it's, like, zoomed in on her face when she's opening the Labubu, but, like, her face moves forward, like, her whole body
Okay.
goes, like, forward, as in, like, maybe there was some
Yeah.
movement
The
happening.
deleted TikTok, did she delete it or did TikTok say this is against terms of service? There was
That's what
something
I'm
going on here.
saying. I think she deleted it, but still.
That's so funny. No, Labubus are hard to get. So if you're giving them away, that must be very serious. And from the sounds of
Exactly.
what else was going on in the TikTok, I think very serious it was.
I'm telling you, it's just like, again, I, like, almost was like, I just want people to, like, watch that one part where it's just I was just like, Are they? Should I be watching? What's
Hmm.
happening?
I feel like I'm
Um,
intruding.
and I'm telling you, she's, like, in the like, most skinniest she looks so good, obviously, it's Meg Thee Stallion. Like, just looks so good in this, like, skimpy ass, like, underwear, and I'm just like, "Girl, yes." So
I love
that's
this.
exactly. So
I
I love it.
There need to be more relationships between superstars for us to get invested in because I feel
I
like
know.
it used to be bigger. And maybe that's just because
Mhm.
celebrities were bigger back in the day, but in general, I feel like these are two very big celebrities that feel like I feel the weight of this relationship. I am
Yep.
very invested, and now I'll be tracking.
Yeah, and if in case like folks don't know who Klay Thompson is, huge NBA super mega duper star, multiple champions, was with the Warriors, which is why I was like someone checking on Lavina because she loves Klay Thompson. Um, but I feel like Lavina understands, bad bitch recognized bad bitch. And yeah, he's just like, and now I think he's in Dallas. But either way, it's just like I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. And then they were at a Pete and Thomas Foundation gala where
Ooh.
um she was like named that it's named in honor of her late parents. The foundation is dedicated to supporting the efforts of education, housing, and wellness. And she's like talking a lot about her family. And in there, they went and they're public.
It's like a pretty quick hard launch from speculation to public, I feel like.
Exactly.
Rumors only began in early July 2025, so no one knows
Yes.
exactly when this started, and yet, like, I feel like a gala is a firm hard launch. Like, that's
And it's her gala, like, it's, like, her moment.
almost as serious as Labubu's is taking
Yeah,
someone to a
okay.
gala.
Which one is more, right? Labubu's or gala?
Real. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. But she even said that, like, he's the kindest partner she's ever
Oh.
had, and, like, she seems to, like, be super happy with him.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be tracking this one. I feel like some celebrity couples they happen or they don't, and like they
Yep.
break up and that's okay. But no, I'm happy about this one.
Yeah, I, like, enjoy them. I think this is so funny and
Yeah,
random, and I'm obsessed.
I agree.
And I think it needs, like, this person and it makes sense, like, he now lives in Texas, she's obviously in Houston. It just checks out. I
It
like
does.
it.
I see it. I'm betting on it.
Yeah, like, I want them. And did you see, like, Sierra and Russell Wilson have been
Ooh.
introducing everyone. So this is another thing where I'm like, did Sierra introduce these 2? Because Sierra and Russell, people are joking that should start their own, like, matchmaking service.
I feel like that would be an A+ decision if somehow they would agree to it. Like that is a $1 million making TV show, first of
Yes.
all. But I don't know if the clientele is agreeing.
Listen, that's all I'm saying because guess what? Sierra had, Normani, like, Normani and her, NFL player boyfriend, I think it's DK
Hmm.
Metcalf, were together, and now they're engaged. And
Damn.
then Sierra and Russell introduced them. Coco is
Okay.
also now engaged to an NFL player,
Wow.
again, because of Sierra and Russell. Coco
That has to feel
Jones.
so good. That has to feel
That's
so
what
good.
I'm saying.
I'm trying to get my friends married.
Yes. It's outrageous. Yeah, and Donovan Mitchell. Again, these are, like, big names.
That's wild.
Yeah, and Donovan Mitchell,
Having
I'm so sorry, is a basketball player, but athlete,
Yeah,
singer.
yeah, yeah. Having that many engagements under your belt, like, to your credit,
That's what I'm
has to feel good.
saying.
That has to feel
That's
good.
outrageous.
I would
So
brag
that's
all the time.
okay. Say that again. So that's why I'm just, like, very, like, okay, did they get introduced? Because it's singer athlete again.
Yeah. Huh, interesting. Maybe
Yep.
they'll confirm one day.
Yeah, because like, Russell even posted on, like, Coco Jones's Instagram story saying, like, "Thanks for allowing us to plan this with you."
Oh, wow, okay.
And we know, like, Normani has said also. Like, I'm just like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they would like to set me up with an athlete, I
Oh,
am open.
I'm saying, but you gotta
I
become
can
a
sing.
singer, Scally.
I
Yeah,
can
I get that.
sing.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's just, like, outrageous, and I love this. So this is, like, my, like, side thing, but I just if it comes out that Megan and Clay were introduced by Sierra and Russell, I'm telling you, it's over.
Alright, well, you'll have clocked it first.
Okay, thank you. That's what I live for a mess bag. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this next piece now, if it's a little bit serious but outrageous again, is have you been seeing all this like Love Island shit? Where and duh, on account that teardrop, right?
Let me tell you, I think that me and Kirsten could do a podcast about Love Island like every single day until the reunion because
Yeah,
it's
100%.
non-stop.
Oh my, it's like outrageous. And now Huda just went on Call Her Daddy, by the way, which I
Mhm.
didn't even fully listen, but oh my God. So, what I like specifically wanted to call out for this stuff was that Love Island obviously has been gaining so much popularity. Again, if you haven't already, please check out Scally and Kirsten's podcast. But because it's just so good and so funny. But anyway, it's taken over the zeitgeist, and because of that, obviously brands love to be cringy and they like wanna, jump in. So BuzzFeed Tasty, really, which is like the food,
Yep.
version of BuzzFeed. It's sorry, their subsidiary, whatever. So Tasty is like it's like what I'd make because I think it's the play on the breakfast. If you want to like
Yeah.
share Scally a little bit, like what
It's
how the breakfast works.
it's a big thing on Love Island. It really
Yes.
was started in the UK where the boys make breakfast for the girls while they all get ready for the day, and it's come over to the US. It's become a trope. And so now it's, BuzzFeed saying if we were to make breakfast for these islanders, here's what we would make.
Yep. And for like is Shelly, right?
Mhm.
Emma, I was like, why did I stress out? Okay, they said we're gonna give her a knuckle sandwich, a bowl of
Absolutely
fruit, yeah, and goldfish for Ace.
insane. Absolutely insane, which I feel like they obviously were trying to be cute, throwing in a couple of jokes. People like have made fun of Ace's height, so they're throwing in like goldfish
Right.
saying he's a kid, which like fine. But the knuckle
Mhm.
sandwich is crazy to put on anyone's list, let alone a woman, let alone a black woman on the show who is
Exactly.
already at this point receiving a decent amount of hate in the airing of the show when this happened. I
Mhm.
was absolutely floored that anyone would think this was a good idea.
And then they, like, end up deleting it and don't really, like, take accountability for it, just kinda change it to something else.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand, like, where the knuckle sandwich even came from. That's why I had to ask you, like, was there something, like, Love Island related with the
Nope.
knuckles? I don't remember it.
Nothing. Nothing that I can think of. Absolutely not. Yeah, they were just like uploaded and they're like, actually, we would give her chocolate chip pancakes. It's like, what is this? Like, who approved this? Who's fired? Because it
Yeah.
is insane that they thought this was a good idea. Again, in where Shelly and Alandria at this point were receiving a decent amount of
Mhm.
hate from the fans, and I think this was a further failing of the show, like
Exactly.
not including all context, which like villainized Shelly and Alandria for just one episode, and you saw the fan base just jump at the opportunity to
Yep.
turn on them.
That part. And I think that's why it's been so frustrating, like, all of this, and, of course, like, Shelly's team, like, ends up posting a really, like, thoughtful response that, like, "Hey, she didn't see the post, but it's still, like, rooted in anti-Blackness, implicit biases, and we just have to use our critical thinking and reasoning skills,
Yep.
period."
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely insane.
disgusting.
I couldn't
Um
believe it.
and then you would think it would stop there. But then the Time
Yep.
posted like this whole thing on like for 6 weeks the show gave millions of people something to talk about, including how the islanders talk to each other. Let's learn how to communicate. And it's like toxic communication happening on Love Island.
Yep. They're doing this thing. I think it was a bunch of slides where they gave like
Yeah.
definitions and examples. And so for this one, they say toxic interruptions, in which
Yep.
they say, for example, interrupting apologies. Who could forget the time Huda tried to apologize to Shelly after taking things a step too far in the heart rate challenge? Shelly cut her off mid sentence, telling her to save it, which prevented closure and heightened tension whipping around the island. When Shelly never said save it. And that's why
Yeah.
words are super important, where Shelley is like, we'll talk about this later. And that's a completely different vibe.
And it's so weird because then I read somewhere that it was actually a misquote because it's actually like Olandria that said this to Zach to save your words,
Mm.
and that it wasn't even like it's like the wrong black woman, basically.
Yikes. So they even see, I didn't remember anyone saying save it. I had
Yeah,
because the moment does happen, but like this removes context of what Hutta did.
exactly.
It removes, which like the show did a good job of removing context on its own.
Mhm.
And so now eh, we are also at the point where Hutta in her interview has said like, oh, I actually was bullied on the island and I'm glad
Yes.
that everyone saw it. So that's been a whole thing going around. So it's been drama, 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 but especially for these like news sources to be getting things wrong and also just making like weird jokes is really irresponsible.
Yeah, it's outrageous. And then of course they like did an editor's note saying, "Oh, this is an updated version where she said, "No, no, no, we can talk tomorrow, not save it, blah blah." Blah." But like still a very like gross and uncomfortable like explanation of like why you decide to misquote someone like that.
Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And it's like also, yeah, these Love Islanders come out to a decent following, but like you are these
Mhm.
giant brands who are punching down to like people that have had no public exposure before
Yep.
this, and now all of a sudden they're going to come out to like misquotes and like weird, gross statements about them. So yeah, they need to really take a look at themselves again.
Yeah, it's just it's overall just like so gross, and like it's just it's beyond it's racist, and that's why I just felt like we needed to like call it out, talk about
Yeah,
it, because like if y'all like see stuff like this from brands, it's just like take it with a grain of salt, because these brands are pissing me off right now,
that's
just
the
trying to be
thing.
relevant.
To put the like they literally say who could forget and they put a quote that never existed, so it seems like you forgot actually.
Thank you. Okay, say it for the
Hmm.
people in the back. Woof. Oh my gosh. But that, yes, that is like it. I just again needed to bring that up. And
Ugh.
now we just had I had like two quick bites, which are so outrageous. So I needed to bring this up. And again, you definitely have seen one of these videos. So the first one, we talked about this, I believe in February with Bryce. We had Bryce on to
Mhm.
talk about the Jello ball update. It's a Jello ball Miss Nicki baby drama, right? And like everything, how he ends up leaving his baby's mother with two kids. Second baby had just been born for this other woman, and blah blah blah. He like almost immediately posts it. Okay, cool. Now we have an update
Oh boy.
because it turns out that Jello Ball, right, was with this other woman
Mhm.
named Rashida, and it's always a Rashida. Rashida Nicole. And turns out that, maybe allegedly, like there's like some weird hinting of like maybe they got married. Maybe, they're just like saying they're married, but not actually
Okay.
married, right? Like stuff like that. She was just kind of like posting stuff on her Instagram. And then weeks later, she ends up posting that she's pregnant
Ooh.
with her second and his third child.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Well,
talk about moving crazy fast.
yeah.
Yeah, and then she ends up posting like, oh, like, just like, talking about how she's so excited to go through pregnancy and, just like she's happy to protect her peace, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all this stuff because she was a teen mom before.
Okay.
And then it's really interesting because she talked about like protecting her peace, um, which comes after Miss Nicki Baby, right? Jello's ex baby
Mhm.
mama, who, they cheated like on with, goes on this like Jason Lee show. And basically alleges that one, Jello ends up telling Nicki Baby that their relationship over via text after getting another woman pregnant, Rashida.
Mm.
And then, now obviously acting differently, right? Then fast forward to all of this to say that Rashida and Jello have now broken up.
Of course. Timelines are messy.
Yes. She like
Wow.
confirmed her pregnancy on June 26th, my birthday.
Oh.
And it's just like it's crazy because either that they're quote unquote divorced or at least they're broken up, if
Mhm.
nothing else.
That's a quick pregnancy confirmation to break up.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
And again, allegedly, the divorce was filed a few days after her pregnancy announcement and only 3 months allegedly into their marriage. And Swift move, given their new baby on the way.
Well,
Jello is just like he does not care. He's like, yeah, people can talk about my personal life. Doesn't bother me. We know it doesn't bother you. You're just like doing whatever.
in fact, might like it. Like,
100%. Since he didn't make it in the NBA, it looks like he's just like needing to stay relevant one way or the other.
look, anything for the story.
Oh my god, talk about content generator.
Exactly. Look, I that is a motto that I feel like I jokingly live by, and like on much smaller scale choices. Anything for the
Mhm.
story. Not this big.
Just outrageous. It's outrageous. And I can't believe it. And they're like, oh, and then Rashida's also like, oh, Miss Nicki Baby is like, like harassing me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's shitty. Like, but the fact that they're broken up, what the is
Yeah.
happening?
Look, no one should harass, but also like she's not gonna like, not comment.
Exactly. Oh my
She's
gosh.
gonna talk a little bit.
Like I can't. I would too. Are you kidding me? All I would post is laughing emojis every single
Yep.
day.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Like, huh?
Yep. Hmm.
Oh my god. All right. And now the last quick bite before we move into our anonymous. But have you been online today?
Of course. Of course I
I
have seen
should just
this.
say. Oh my god. This is like as soon as I woke up. This was all over my timeline. So I needed to bring this up. But I'm sure by now you've seen it. But if you haven't, there was a Coldplay concert. And usually at the Coldplay concerts, they do a what is called a kiss cam. And at this kiss cam, their Coldplay or Chris Martin, really, because he's the one like at least talking, accidentally exposed an alleged affair between astronomer CEO and his colleague.
Absolutely wild. This is so funny in the fact that he's like, "Oh, either they're having an affair or they are very shy," because
Yeah.
the two of them basically dive to the ground.
And here's the thing, like I'm gonna show the video because this is like out
Please.
so ridiculous, y'all. Um, that I
It's
can't get over it.
it is a bold stance to
Yes.
be standing like this in
Like,
public.
what are you doing? When it's the kiss cam, you should just, like, not say anything. Or you should
Mm-mm.
just, like, not stand like this.
Literally, go to the bathroom. The kiss cam's
Yeah!
coming. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what?
Oh
Either they're having
boy.
an affair or they're just very shy.
And, this lady right here knows exactly what's going on.
I'm like, is this an accomplice? Who are you?
100%.
Are you here with them? Because there are people cheering in the background. I'm like, are these the seat neighbors or
I'm
who are we?
telling you. And here's the thing, right? If you're gonna be a cheater, had he not made maybe any, like, face, don't you think that it would have been fine?
Oh, with the arms like that?
No, but it wouldn't have gone viral, right?
Probably not gone viral. May probably to some degree. I do think that's a really good point. I think the first instinct is probably always going to take over because I don't know. I don't hug my coworkers like that
Oh,
usually.
hell no.
Usually. So I think it would be pretty tough if somehow it was come across. But like at the point you're on the screen, like you can't undo that.
And, like, why is he ducking like he got shot?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, maybe he wishes he did in that moment. Like he's done. He's fully done.
Like, and mind you, this is his head of HR. Like,
Did we fill out the proper paperwork, everybody? Because
I mean, she's gonna backdate everything.
yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and I don't know how I forgot to file this.
I'm telling you, like, my brain would have just been like, and it feels like she's like low key like laughing at least, but he is on the floor.
Yeah.
And
I
and in case folks
hmm.
didn't know, they're married to 2 different people.
Oh, I didn't know she was also married.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, well, not for long.
Yeah, and his wife has already, like, changed her last name
Wow.
on Instagram.
You know what? Which, first of all, is good because people are, even though like she is not in the video, she's not cheating, she's not doing anything, like people are going to message her like crazy. And whether it's positive, negative, like I'm sure she's getting it all. So just from a search capability function, absolutely do that. But then, yeah, also leave him. Like, leave him now.
Okay. Oh my god, don't be like Ariel from the child, like an Ariel and Ned, Ariel Fulmer,
Mm-mm-mm.
don't do that. But can you imagine, like, getting caught with your HR person?
That's bad because I think you got to change jobs too. I think you're changing families, you're changing jobs, you're changing
Yeah.
cities. It's all
Yeah.
gone. You're
Or
done.
you stand 10 toes down like the freaking, Good Morning America people.
That is true. I mean, they did eventually change jobs. I don't think it was their choice, but
Yes.
and they did change families to each other.
Yes.
So, but at the same time, they are together.
One thing about these, like, rich people, they're gonna cheat, man. But you're right, like, why if you know the kiss cam is happening, why are you stuck on each other
I'm
like
sorry.
this?
I can miss one Coldplay song to go to the bathroom.
But you don't even need to miss it, you just need to not be in your seat, like,
Yeah.
be, like, in the
Yep.
aisle.
I'm exiting the stadium just in case, but
Right?
like, just be smart. Why are you
If
being
you're
dumb?
doing dirt, why are you being an idiot?
Yep, that's the thing. I don't understand it. Like, that's so bold. I understand. Oh, there's thousands of people here. It's not gonna be me. Well, it was. Well, it was.
And it will always be you, bitch. Are you stupid? Oh my god, whatever's done in the dark is gonna come to light. And here you go, because you know that this must have been. Here's the thing that how it escalates, right? Like first it must be like only in the office, or then only in the hotel rooms, only to then be all the way out at a Coldplay concert.
This is not new. You're not at a Coldplay concert with a new affair. You're not holding
No.
like this with a new affair. You are not this bold with a new affair.
And they just look like, oh, so cute and like whatever. So I'm sure the camera guy was like, okay, yeah, like whatever. They like look
Yep.
sweet and they must be in expensive seats. So
Yep.
let's like show them. Oh, yeah. And also, why would you bring like expensive box seats or whatever
Yep.
the F that must
Yep.
be?
Yep. You should be like,
Idiot.
people are driving 10 towns over, so they don't know anybody.
Yes.
This is not how they do it in the movies, everybody.
Oh my God. I just thought it was so funny and so ridiculous.
It's actually wild. Like, this is going to dominate the news for the rest of the day for sure. I am surprised I haven't seen more memes about it.
Oh,
Like, I'm
I
just
literally
waiting.
have a meme to share. So, have you seen
Good.
the Red Robin CEO?
No, I have
He's a
not.
young black, like
Okay.
he's pretty good looking,
Okay.
and he's like chained Red Robin, right? Like I think brought them out of bankruptcy and just like been
Oh, okay.
young. So he like is doing like what like people actually want, whatever. So someone tweeted, "Oh, the only CEO we can trust," and it's a picture of him. Someone else goes, "They got a head of human resources position open."
Mm. Oh no. I'm just waiting for someone to like AI themselves in with this man. Like, please leave him alone. He's innocent.
Oh my god. And then someone put their picture like with the LinkedIn hashtag open to work.
All right. Well, I'm sure a lot of applications have gone in on LinkedIn right
I'm
now.
telling you, it's so funny. And the
Yeah.
thing is, she's the HR person, so all the applications go to her.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, it's outrageous. It's hilarious. It's exactly the mess we need. And I like have to know how that company stock is doing.
That is a good question. I would be curious. I feel like the searches are doing amazing. They are getting tons
Yeah.
of SEO. But I don't know that the reviews, the stock, everything is trending positively.
What is it's like a data ops? Oh, astronomy data ops. Like
Okay.
but when I look them up, unfortunately, it is
Oh.
just this cheating stuff
Of
that
course.
comes.
Yeah. That's the thing. Good luck ever having someone find your website again.
I know. They must pay so much money for their website to come up because Top Stories is still under their website.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, like maybe we have to rebrand.
Yeah, I
Like,
think you're right. I think you should change the name.
yeah, I'm sorry, the name recognition is not gonna work for us anymore.
Oh my gosh. I think we have to call this episode ColdMESS or Kiss Cam Mess.
Oh my god,
Oh
absolutely
god.
just absurd.
I loved it and I love it for us. All right. Thank you to everyone thank you to the camera for the shady ass cameraman for catching this shit.
Real. They knew what they were doing.
Oh my gosh. But with that, Skelly, are you ready for some anonymous?
I'm always ready for Anonymous.
Perfect. All right. So this is a short one because I knew like we had a good amount of stuff to cover. So, our messenger says, I have some work anonymous. Which is I thought was very funny since we literally just talked about
Yes.
work.
We're
All
on
names are changed, so don't worry, everyone.
okay.
So my supervisor at my job retired back in September. The higher ups did not post this job for hire until my supervisor's final week. Two of my coworkers applied for this supervisory position. I was rooting for one of them, Jason, to get the job more than the other, Kyle. A little about both of them. Jason just has more experience at the company, gets along with everyone, glue guy, basically. And
Okay.
Kyle has been there a couple of years, but one of those people that always has to give their opinion, even when he's not involved. The way Kyle talks to people can come off as rude and condescending, even if it's not how he wants. Anyway, fast forward 2 months to November, and they finally hired a supervisor. Plot twist. They did not hire Jason or Kyle.
Oh.
They hired a woman named Joyce. Joyce worked for our same company, but in a different department, and does
Okay.
not work directly with us. Both Jason and Kyle were not happy. On Joyce's first day with us, you could cut the tension with a knife. But she asks everyone to give her a chance as she learns the position, which our messenger did. But Jason and Kyle were rude and disrespectful to her
I'm sure.
about anything and everything regarding work. Our messenger felt bad for her and the situation she was put in. I knew it wasn't going to blow over, but I hoped after a few weeks, things would calm down. But behind the scenes, things were not going well for Joyce, both professionally and personally.
Uh-oh.
Fast forward again to January, so a few months.
Sure.
Joyce told us she put in her 2 weeks and was going back to her old job.
Oh, wow. So they're nightmares.
Exactly. Somehow they never filled her old job and she was able to pull some stings to get her old job back. Good for her because it felt like she was in a 6-foot hole and never able to get out. Now we're currently without a supervisor again. Who knows how long this job search is going to go?
Because I wouldn't be rooting for either of them at this point if I'm
That's what
the
I'm
writer.
saying. Jason and Kyle can kick rocks. Messenger, you should just become.
Apply. Snipe
Yeah.
the job. Do it.
They don't, and you know what? Stand up to these two because that's
Yeah.
pissing me off.
That's the thing is you know their playbook now. You know how to handle
Yeah.
them.
You know exactly what they're doing.
And yeah, this is uncomfy because I'm wondering now, like, even if Jason or Kyle get hired, is the other gonna still pull this same move, or are they gonna cooperate for each other? Like, I don't like this.
And also, I'm like, it's a woman that like is getting all this.
Yep,
Like, I
yep.
don't like that. That pisses me off.
Justice for Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joyce, you know what? Kind of robbed, but I'm
Yes.
hoping, you know what? She liked her old job. She got it back. That is at
Yeah.
least a positive.
And she got like the hell out of Dodge, it sounds like.
Mhm. I
'Cause I
do
don't know
think
what
that
the hell was going on there.
being away from Jason and Kyle does seem like a win, to be
Yes,
fair.
that
So,
part.
that's a positive.
Big agree. I just feel like, are Jason and Kyle, like, messy to you?
Yeah, that's my thing is I feel like maybe we need to start reevaluating. Like, should we be transferring to Joyce's department also?
Yeah, like, do we need to get out of here, Messenger? Think
Yeah,
about
Joyce,
it,
do you
'cause
have any
this shit is
openings?
crazy.
Are you hiring Joyce? Because you remember when I didn't give you any crap?
That's what I'm saying. Joyce, you and I are good. Hire
Mhm.
me.
Literally. No. Look at what positions are open, check internally. Otherwise apply for the supervisor position. Why not?
That would be the biggest plot twist.
Snipe it from them. Do
I
it.
would love that.
Give us the update.
I would love that. I would actually love that.
I
So,
agree.
please let us know what's going on with this. This is outrageous, and I just felt like Scally was the perfect cherry on top to our work
I
mess.
love keeping it on topic.
Oh my god. It's like, what are these people doing, bro?
Messy workplaces. I've seen one.
At least there was no dating.
That
Maybe?
is true. That we know of.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Was your
That
CEO
is a positive.
dating your head of it?
So, no.
Woo! Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that is it, y'all, for this week's episode of Mess Magnets. Again, thank you to everyone for listening. Thank you to everyone that subscribed to our Patreon. Y'all are killing it. Listen, send in your mess, tinyurl.com/mess magnets. All right. Help us out. And biggest thank you to Scally for taking time of his day to be here with us. Scally, where can the people find you?
Oh, please. Thank you so much again for having me. I had a ton of fun
Course,
breaking down all
always.
the mess. If people are looking for more of me, I am over on the Free Agents podcast with Matt Lagori talking about the challenge, both the new season and a full rewatch all the way since the beginning. Also, myself and Kirsten are talking about Love Island Beyond the Villa and soon Love Island Games over on the We Know Love Island feed. So check that out as well. Anything else I'm doing will be on Twitter at Brian_Scally, on Blue Sky at Brian Scally, on Twitch, twitch.tv/bscally, and that's where you can find me.
Yes, check all of that out. Give him all the love, y'all. Thank you for being here again. And again, as for me, I am talking Destination X with Mary, and we had big news drop. Two of the cast members are dating, and they're in a lesbian relationship.
Stan.
So yes, and one of the cast members was dating a man on the show. And then they broke up, and now she's dating
Oh.
another cast member. That's a woman. We love it. So messy. Check out Destination X on We Know Destination X coverage with Mary. And for everything else I'm doing, just check me out online. Again, thank you everyone for listening. Bye.